At the Starlight Award ceremony, my fiancée, Serena Vance, used the moment she was presenting me with an award to pull her boy toy onto the stage and publicly announce their relationship. I looked at the two of them, standing there like a match made in heaven, and I laughed out of sheer anger. Okay, fine. Right in front of me, her fiancé, she was parading her lover around. Was she? I turned my head and immediately instructed my family to cut off all of Serena's resources and sever every business tie with her family. Serena panicked. She came to me, head bowed, admitting her mistake. I wave her off. Look at your status. Do you really think you're worthy of speaking to me? At the prestigious Starlight Awards, Serena Vance was the presenter, and I was the winner. Just as I was about to take the trophy from her hands, Serena took a step back and spoke into the microphone. Today is a special day, and I have something I need to say right here. The crowd fell silent. I stood to the side, watching Serena deliver the line that would ruin everything. I've been dating Tyler Hayes for 6 months. Today, I want to use this stage to tell him something. Tyler, let me be the one to confess my love. Thunderous applause erupted from the audience, accompanied by cheers and whistles. Below the stage, Tyler Hayes covered his mouth, eyes welling with tears, until the host reminded him to come up. The two embraced, and Serena handed the trophy to Tyler. I stood aside, frowning, then grabbed the microphone and let out a scoff. I heard the Vance family already arranged a fiancé for Miss Vance. Is this a public declaration that Mr. Hayes is the other man? The applause cut off instantly. Tyler froze. Serena looked at me with displeasure. Those were just jokes made by the elders. What era is this? Does anyone actually believe in arranged marriages anymore? I looked at Serena's dismissive face and laughed outright. Well then, I wish the two of you a lifetime of happiness and a house full of kids. I dropped the microphone and turned to leave, not even bothering with the trophy. I knew the tabloids would have a field day. The host was still trying to cue me on stage. Julian, your trophy. I smiled at her. It's your trophy now. I didn't believe for a second that Serena could have pulled this off without the host's support. Awards ceremonies have strict schedules. As a host, she clearly had zero control over the floor, or simply chose not to use it. She could keep the trophy as a reminder to do her job better next time. I sat in the audience, ignoring the host's sour expression. I had no interest in whatever was said next. I simply pulled out my phone and quickly informed my family about Serena's stunt. Since she claimed it was an arranged marriage she didn't believe in, she presumably didn't need our family's help anymore. The Vance family was a third-tier player in Los Angeles high society. If it weren't for the friendship between her grandfather and mine, Serena Vance would never have become my fiancée. After enjoying all the privileges my family provided, she suddenly thought she could make it on her own. Laughable. After the ceremony, I left with my agent. She was indignant. That Serena Vance did this on purpose, didn't she? Didn't she know this was a live broadcast? A perfectly good awards ceremony, and she ruined it. I patted her shoulder. This is perfect, actually. Start the PR machine immediately. I want Serena Vance on her knees, begging for my forgiveness. Since I didn't want her anymore, why should I take her abuse? Harper looked at me, stunned. You've decided? Absolutely. All right then, I'm on it. Harper looked excited. She was my cousin, and she had personally managed me since my debut. She knew Serena's background better than anyone. The Starlight Awards live stream was buzzing. Serena had boldly declared her love, and Tyler Hayes hadn't held back either. The moment they stepped out, they were swarmed by reporters. They posed together, giving off the vibe that their happiness was the only thing that mattered in the world. I just wondered how Serena was going to explain this when she got home. I sneered at the sight of her, got into my car, and sped away. I had barely arrived home when Serena and her parents appeared at my doorstep. Serena's face was red and swollen, and she was literally wrapped in thorny vines, some kind of dramatic, theatrical performance of penance. Julian, Serena was confused today. It was all that Tyler Hayes seducing her. She was momentarily blinded by grease. You'll forgive her, won't you? The moment we met, Serena's mother, Pamela Vance, grabbed my hand, shoving all the responsibility onto Tyler Hayes. I found it hilarious. Serena wasn't a 3-year-old child. Did she really lose so much IQ just because Tyler Hayes beckoned with his finger that she would publicly announce their relationship at the Starlight Awards? That was a global live stream. She destroyed my awards ceremony. I smiled but said nothing, just looking at my parents. My mom spoke up. That's not quite right. Serena has been dating Tyler Hayes for 6 months. Before this, our Julian and she were an engaged couple. Technically speaking, Tyler is the homewrecker, and your daughter condoned a homewrecker climbing the ranks. Pamela's face darkened uncertainly. She then looked at Serena, feigning anger. You damn girl, get over here and apologize. Serena, however, held her head high. I did nothing wrong. Freedom of marriage, love supreme. What engaged couple? That's just a feudal remnant left by the older generation. I don't recognize it. Mom, Dad, if you force me, I'd rather leave this family. Julian, you received a modern education. How can you be such an antique? Serena's speech made Pamela's face turn green. Serena's dad, Robert Vance, smacked the back of her head, not too lightly, but not too hard. Shut up. If you can't speak properly, don't speak. My mom gave a smile that didn't reach her eyes. Since that's the case, let our two families annul the engagement right here. Let's exchange the tokens. My dad nodded in agreement. Yes, young people have their own ideas. Forcing a match isn't good. My parents were considering the years of friendship between the families. Since Serena wasn't willing, a forced melon isn't sweet, and they didn't want me to lower my status to fight a man like Tyler Hayes for a woman. If this one didn't work, we just find another. My mom added, that's true. However, after the annulment, the two families will have no further interactions. Future cooperation ends here. This was our family's bottom line. My parents just wanted to resolve this quickly to prevent me from getting dragged into a love triangle. It was truly bad luck. But this made Pamela think our family was in the wrong. She immediately brought out the engagement tokens. It seemed she carried them with her, having wanted to back out for a long time. My mom inspected them carefully, confirmed they were correct, and returned their family's jade pendant. Serena took it and shoved it into her pocket. Pamela, thick-skinned as ever, said, Look, even though the engagement is off, business is business and friendship remains. I think Julian is a wonderful child. I love him like a son. I pull my hand away. I don't deserve that honor. I have my own mother to love me. Besides, my mom always taught me that people who truly love me wouldn't be two-faced. Pamela froze. How can this child speak like that? My mom sneered. That's just his temper. If it were me, I might have gotten physical. Pamela paused, wanting to say more, but my dad issued the order to see the guests out. Pamela instantly flared up. The Thorne family sure puts on a big show. Fine, the partnership is over. There's no need to meet again. Your threshold is too high for us to climb. As long as you know that. My mom unceremoniously invited her to leave. Did she really think the Thorne family's assets were limited to what she saw? Did the cash flow from two joint ventures make her think she knew the scale of our wealth? Forget it. There was no need to interact with such short-sighted people. The butler escorted them out. Before leaving, Serena looked at me. Julian, your temper is too bad. If you were as gentle as Tyler, I wouldn't have possibly. Smack. I raised my hand and slapped her across the face. Serena froze. Pamela screamed, You dare hit my daughter? Doesn't a cheater deserve a slap? I'm being generous by not destroying you right now. Otherwise, I'd release the video from earlier immediately. How long do you think your daughter's declaration of true love would hold up then? Pamela instantly deflated. Serena looked at me viciously. Julian, just you wait. You don't run this industry. I scoffed, not taken to heart. Serena's resources relied on my family. What waves could she possibly make? I thought the matter ended there. But unexpectedly, early the next morning, Harper called me. The lead role in the fantasy epic was suddenly pulled. That bastard. They replaced you with Tyler Hayes. As soon as she said it, I understood. This was a resource Serena gave him. Serena was originally an investor in this show. I had gotten the role through an audition and had a great talk with the director, but I never expected to be swapped out at the last minute. Harper gritted her teeth. Bastard. I won't let him get away with this. I'll tear that mask off his face. No need. Let him act. Aren't all his movies flops? Tyler Hayes had too much dirt on him. I didn't need to lift a finger. He was digging his own grave. However, there were always people ready to kick someone when they were down. Resources in the entertainment industry were limited. It was a dog-eat-dog world. Originally, I didn't care. It was just a pity that this IP would be ruined by that guy. I didn't care, but someone had to dance on my minefield. The production officially announced the change of the male lead. Tyler's fans instantly exploded with joy. Our Tyler is amazing. Official announcement yesterday, skyrocketing resources today. Tyler's fantasy look is stunning. What does Julia next door have? Just a family with a little money. Someone must be exploding with rage right now. The entertainment industry is realistic. My fans weren't weak either and immediately jumped into the fray. What's wrong with our Julian? Is his acting bad? He's had plenty of work in 5 years. Look at your guy. How many works does he have? The eternal catfish bangs and a zombie face. That face has changed several times already. Is it version 3.0 now? Is it stable? Don't act for 2 years and change it again, or we'll only be able to find him in the cast credits. The two fan bases fought fiercely, and Serena's fans, not wanting to be left out, jumped in to stir the pot. Having a brother-in-law is great. Having a brother-in-law is amazing. Julian, get out of the entertainment industry. Julian's face is unwatchable, so rough. Not like our brother-in-law, so fair and smooth. The three fan bases created a massive uproar. Many people ran to my comment section and DM'd me. Brother, aren't you going to come out and say something? Seeing them fight for justice on my behalf, I simply posted a sentence, gap period, taking a break to rest before fighting again. Comforted by my words, the fans temporarily held their fire. Serena, however, asked to meet me. Previously, because we were engaged, there were some overlapping interests. Now that she wanted to meet, it was the perfect time for me to make things clear. When Serena saw me, she was arrogant, tossing a stack of documents in front of me. You can't act in realms of the peach blossom, so take this as compensation. I glanced at it and scoffed immediately. A garbage script? Is this something even Tyler rejected? Julian, although this show is a web series, the character design is good. The villainous supporting male role is very popular. As long as you act well, it'll be fine. After all, it suits you. You be playing yourself. Harper couldn't hold back. Serena, I think you have a hole in your brain. I stopped Harper and faced Serena. Realms of the Peach Blossom, I can't act in it, but Tyler Hayes won't be acting in it either. Serena, did you buy the copyright for the original novel? Serena looked bewildered. What do you mean? Copyright? Of course I have it. I'm warning you, don't touch Tyler, or I definitely won't let you off. TSK, TSK. May the best man win. Starting today, I am your rival. You dare steal my resources for Tyler Hayes? I'll snatch your projects. Let's see who's more ruthless. Serena instantly flared up. Julian, don't go too far. You think you can? With what? I turned my head, looking at her with a cold sneer. With me? Serena, just wait. This IP is definitely mine. You snatch my male lead role, I'll make sure he can't even step onto the set. Leaving the office, Harper asked me, do you have a plan? Do you know where to buy the copyright? Rumor has it the original author hasn't shown their face to this day. No one can contact them. The reason this blew up now is to force the author out. Rumor has it the website has already negotiated the deal. Useless. It doesn't matter how well they negotiated. Harper looked stunned. What do you mean? Didn't you know? The author is my sister. How could she possibly sell to anyone else? She was instantly dumbfounded. Willow Thorne is V.Q. Sterling? Yeah. I took out my phone and called my highly productive but eccentrically tempered sister. Willow was woken from her sleep by my call, her tone murderous. Julian, if this isn't a life or death emergency for disturbing my sleep, I will end you. Her temper was still so explosive. I sighed. I broke off the engagement. Good riddance. That girl didn't deserve you anyway. But she gave the role in Realms of the Peach Blossom to Tyler Hayes. The novel copyright is in your hands. What? I was about to sign the contract. That little bastard. Don't sign. Sell it directly to me. My sister laughed immediately. We're family. No need for formalities. Since that girl is trying to screw you over, I'll give it to you. I don't know what method my sister used to make the website back down, but they directly announced that the copyright belonged to me. Harper and I started a fresh venture, opening our own production company. We were the bosses now. Overnight, the mega IP Realms of the Peach Blossom became trending news. No one expected that the male lead change announced in the morning would result in the rights returning to my hands by the afternoon. I wouldn't act in it, but it absolutely wouldn't be Tyler Hayes either. This time, Serena was flustered and exasperated. She called me. Julian, what tactics did you use? Why is the copyright in your hands? Nothing much. Probably because I have a lot of money. Who's cheap like you? You're the producer and investor, but are you willing to spend the cash? With your peanuts, you expect the original author to roll with you? What were you thinking? Tyler is truly miserable following a stingy iron rooster like you. I mocked her relentlessly, making her so angry she couldn't speak. I hung up and blocked her immediately. Then I added a post on Twitter. Someone shouldn't have a breakdown. I'm untalented. I just have a little money. Hashtag boss move. Now, Serena and Tyler's fans had a mental breakdown. Julian, you're shameless. Relying on your family's money to steal resources. Unethical capital. Boycott the Thorne family. Dox him. Let's see what business the Thorne family runs. I laughed, reading the comments and picking ones to reply to. Yes, you're right. I am relying on my family's money to do whatever I want. Being my own boss, not working for anyone else, it feels great. If you're not convinced, you just have to endure it. If you have the skill, convince the author to sell to you. Our family makes fishing rods. Boycott away. You have to be kidding. Fishing enthusiasts don't care about the entertainment industry. If she boycotted our goods, she'd never be able to buy such high-quality rods again. My words made the fans go crazy with laughter. My brother Julian is amazing. Julian is mighty. No wonder Julian said he was resting. Turns out he was planning something big. What kind of rest is this? He snatched the venue back in 2 hours. Yesterday's award ceremony made me so angry. The person receiving the award was the protagonist, but that B-word Serena took the trophy to announce her relationship with her boyfriend. Does she have no shame? And the host? She had absolutely no awareness. How does she control the stage? My fans, backed by me, had strong combat power and immediately slaughtered the organizers in the comments. The Starlight Awards probably never expected that after running for so long, a love confession would suddenly ruin them. The host was scared into apologizing on Twitter immediately. Apologies, I didn't expect it to be so sudden. I thought I could share the good news with everyone using this stage. I was dumbfounded at the time too. I made a small mistake. She even tagged me. Your trophy is still here. Trying to be cute. My fans and the general public immediately rushed her. A small mistake? This was Julian's first Starlight Award in his 5-year career. A moment worth commemorating. And you let that B-word Serena use it for a love declaration. Even as a passerby, I think the host is unprofessional. You've been in the industry for so long, yet you only know how to slack off. When an emergency happens, you just go along with others. It shows you're really terrible. The host was a senior in the industry, but because of her bad reputation, she was controversial. Now that she had clashed with me, she broke down and started arguing back directly. I didn't expect this result. At this moment, Tyler jumped out. Thank you all for your concern. I'm really fine. I hope everyone can focus more on our work. I will work hard to continue fighting against capital. Speaking as if I were the unforgivable capitalist, and he was struggling to break through my oppression, making himself sound so inspirational. He instantly painted me as the villain, calling me an evil capitalist. I was amused by him. Was Tyler really not afraid of imploding? Knowing I had capital, he still dared to go against me, even throwing shade. He probably had Serena backing him up. However, thinking about it, Serena didn't know the true strength of our family, so she dared to be fearless. Since that was the case, I had to teach them a lesson. With the Realms of the Peach Blossom copyright in my possession, I started casting nationwide. I replaced the original director and invited the industry-famous David Hall. With the whole internet watching, David Hall's addition made this massive IP even hotter. He was a director who had produced many hit shows. With him there, it wouldn't be bad. Although people behind my back called me an evil capitalist, faced with such a huge opportunity, they still came to participate. My team might not be the best, but this IP was enough to make people envious. To vent my anger, my sister signed 3 more novel copyrights with me, all top-ranking bestsellers that had dominated the charts for years. Many people ran to her Twitter to go crazy. Did Julian save your life in a past life? You gave him all these novels. Q. If you're being threatened, change your profile picture. My sister immediately changed her picture to a still of me on set. Now everyone was dumbfounded. My fans exploded with laughter. See, I said it was true love, but some people didn't believe it. What kind of capital can make Q. Sterling voluntarily give him 3 novels. Q is prolific. She probably has 20 books. If he has the skill, let him take them all. My sister didn't hold back. She immediately said on Twitter that she only works with me, and copyrights for her novels were being negotiated one after another, so she hoped everyone would pay attention. This made certain petty people red-eyed with jealousy. They didn't expect my backing to be so hard. Is no one going to regulate the Thorne family? I need to take a good look at whether his family has any dirt. I nearly died laughing. Dirt? The carbon fiber fishing rods my dad developed back in the day were commandeered by the state for aerospace use. That stuff could protect him for a lifetime. My dad wasn't idle with the Vance family either. Serena kept hopping around in the background, buying bots to pour dirty water on my head. She even claimed I had unspeakable secrets with a novel author. Some even smeared me, saying I used power and money to kidnap the original author. Seeing these rumors, I laughed. It was a pity these people didn't write fiction. My dad was furious and frantically harvested the Vance family's assets. I didn't pay it much mind, but as casting proceeded, Tyler Hayes was the first one I excluded. Serena came to the company furiously to find me, but was stopped by security downstairs. She called me. I blocked her. She contacted Harper. Harper answered the call out of professional courtesy. Put Julian on. I took the phone and heard her say, Julian, you're cruel enough. You pulled this stunt just to make me turn back, right? I'm telling you it's impossible, but I'm still willing to give you a chance. Have dinner with me tonight. and let Tyler act in the audition. Hearing her say this, I couldn't help but laugh. What brand of trash bag are you to be capable of holding so much garbage? What makes you think I did this to get your attention? Serena still didn't believe it. Otherwise, why would you make such a big scene? Isn't it just to make me change my mind? Don't worry, I definitely won't. You're full of it. I couldn't help but curse. Serena, without me, your resources are doggish HD. Look in a mirror. And I need to remind you, that boyfriend of yours isn't that clean either. To prevent the Vance family from going bankrupt later, I kindly reminded her. Unexpectedly, Serena thought I was cursing her. She shouted at me right then, "Julian, you are disgusting." Me disgusting? Just as I was about to speak, she hung up. I blocked her on Harper's phone too. From now on, Serena Vance was dead to me. But when I arrived at the audition venue, Harper hurried over. Something happened. Some bastard leaked an indecent video of you. I took her phone and glanced at the indecent video. Although Serena and I were engaged, we never crossed the line, let alone filming this kind of indecent bed tape. We hadn't even held hands or kissed. I was busy as a spinning top. Did I have time to play these games? I shook my head. Call the police. I already called the police, but the situation is trickier than we thought. With so many people watching you, look, my Twitter has been overrun. Countless people flooded in to comment. Disgusting. Didn't expect Julian, looking so pure usually, to play so dirty in private. How many rich sugar mummies have you slept with? I bet you got the copyright by kneeling on the floor too. All kinds of unbearable words filled my eyes. I was about to keep reading when a hand reached out and snatched my phone away. Don't look. It's just hate comments. These people are brainless. Just call the police and leave the rest to the legal team. Can I audition seriously now? Looking at Liam Cole, who had volunteered himself for the audition across from me, I couldn't help but freeze. Then I smiled. Apologies. Let's continue. Harper froze when she saw the two of us. You two are truly drama idiots. At a time like this, you still have the energy to audition. What else? The arrow was on the bowstring. It had to be fired. No one could stop me from being the boss. Professional matters were left to professionals. After calling the police, I had the company's legal team immediately lock it down, recording the IDs of those spreading the video and the mass of haters, suing them one by one. I had money anyway. I didn't need their apologies. I just needed them to pay the price. That was enough. I responded on Twitter, AI, face swap. Anyone with eyes wouldn't fall for it. Also, I called the police. This time, I absolutely won't let off anyone who slanders me at will. The net of justice is wide and loose, but it lets nothing through. Don't think I can't find you just because you're hiding behind a screen. Technology today is more advanced than you think. Maybe because of my tough attitude, many people queued up in my comments section to apologize. I didn't accept it. Even if you deleted it, I had ways to find you. The way you recklessly insult me hiding behind a keyboard is truly ugly, but the way you line up to apologize to me is even uglier. If you didn't apologize, I'd still respect you as a man, but I didn't expect you to turn around and cry begging me. It truly makes me scornful. My bold statement attracted applause from some netizens. Liam commented underneath, "Well said. Cyberbullying is unacceptable. Spreading it is a crime that leads to jail time." Perhaps because Liam opened the floodgates, people in the industry started speaking up for me one after another. At this time, Serena couldn't sit still. She probably realized that without our family, the Vances were just a third-rate family in this city. After my dad blocked 6 of the Vance family's projects in a row, they finally came. My mom left them hanging there. After a long time, Pamela finally couldn't hold it in. In-law. As soon as she opened her mouth, my mom interrupted. "I told you, we can't be in-laws anymore. Don't shout randomly. My son still has to marry a wife in the future." Pamela was shameless. Oh my look, they were childhood sweethearts. Finding someone else is the same as finding him. Why not just merge the two families into one? After speaking, she motioned for Serena to come over. Serena didn't move at all. My mom smiled and said, "I said it before, it's better if our two families don't interact. If you have something to say today, just say it straight. No need to beat around the bush." Pamela's face was awkward. "Actually, I came to apologize. Please, raise your hand high and let us off. Our family can't take it." "Fine. Then let Serena admit herself that she and my son were an engaged couple, and Tyler Hayes is the other man. Only then can I let you off." Instantly, Serena broke down, refusing to admit it. "I won't admit it. My love with Tyler is true love." "Then I can't help you." My mom shrugged, signaling the butler to see them out. Pamela wouldn't have it. She raised her hand and slapped Serena hard across the face. "What kind of bewitching soup did that wild man feed you? Hasn't he harmed our family enough?" I'm telling you, if you don't admit it, I'll post it on Twitter. No, if you do that, you'll lose me forever. The Thorne family is bullying us too much. I, Serena Vance, will absolutely not agree. My mom smiled. See them out. She didn't want to deal with these people in the first place. But Pamela wouldn't give up. She waited at my door every day. That day, I came back a little late and was blocked by her. Julian, Mrs. Vance, our two families have absolutely nothing to do with each other anymore. Please don't make things difficult for me. I knew what she wanted to say, so I interrupted her intentions first. Her face turned a bit ugly. Julian, I know where Serena wronged you, but please don't fight against her anymore, okay? I don't understand those words. Serena and I are both in the entertainment industry. Everyone relies on their own abilities. How am I targeting her? Unless you're saying those things smearing me were done by Serena. She was instantly speechless. I sneered, ruining my reputation, slandering my name. Do you expect me to let her off easily? If your nude photos were put online, would you spare them? Don't have double standards. If Serena really is the culprit, I will absolutely not compromise. Pamela instantly flared up. Young man, how can you be so unforgiving? Be careful, you won't be able to find a wife in the future. I'm truly disappointing you. Even if I can't find a wife, I have money. As long as I have money, do I have to worry about not having women? Out with the old, in with the new. She was so angry she nearly fell over backward, but there was nothing she could do, as I was telling the truth. I told the butler to guard the door well and hired 2 more rows of bodyguards. As soon as they saw the Vance family, they were to beat them out. The police were also very efficient. They soon found out that the person behind the indecent photos was none other than Tyler Hayes. He was taken away by the police during a live stream. In an instant, Tyler's fans had a massive breakdown. Julian, did you do this? You actually ordered the police to take our Tyler away? What are your intentions? Julian, don't rely on being capital to bully people recklessly. Come out and apologize. What did you do to our Tyler? I truly admired these brain-dead fans. I wasn't a big shot, just an entertainer. Now, aspiring to be a production company boss, I really didn't have that much energy to command the police to arrest people. The police quickly issued a statement proving the indecent photos were Tyler's doing. As soon as this news came out, everyone was stunned. I used my lawyer's mouth to tell everyone that I would absolutely not let this go, nor would I settle. This time, Tyler panicked, finally realizing how firm my attitude was. Serena begged in front of me. Please, let him go. I smiled at her. Begging requires a begging attitude. You must do the thing my mother mentioned. But doing that will ruin Tyler. When he did that, didn't he think about ruining me? I can see it now. Your family really shares the same double standards. You can take your time to consider. Let's just see if Tyler can afford to wait. Hearing this, Serena instantly became afraid. Knowing I was serious, she could only clench her fists, grinding her teeth. Rest assured, I will do it. Hearing her speak, I nodded. True love indeed. Serena suddenly announced her retirement from the industry and exposed herself as a cheater. Julian and I were an engaged couple. When I got together with Tyler Hayes, I hadn't yet broken the engagement. For this, I expressed my apologies to Mr. Thorne. I hurt him, and I also hurt Tyler. Hereby, I announce my permanent retirement from the industry. Serena destroyed her own future. Netizens instantly exploded. She had thoroughly blown up. Oh my God, I thought the Starlight Awards was an unintentional mistake, but I didn't expect it was intentional. Using the gap when her fiancé was accepting an award to announce her relationship directly, catching him off guard, and claiming it was true love. Serena, you really are a piece of work. Serena didn't show up today. Did she get arrested by the police? Turning from fan to hater today. I'll never believe in love again. The Vance family was severely damaged. To recover losses, they quickly sold their villa. Serena's behavior caused the Vance family's businesses to plummet. Their investments failed, losing a huge sum of money. Because of the retirement statement, brands terminated contracts with her one after another. Although I signed the letter of forgiveness, Tyler's public persona also collapsed, rising to the top as a homewrecker and deliberately slandering me. No one worked with him anymore. Brands and various endorsements that were negotiated terminated contracts and sought compensation. Tyler's past dirt was also exposed. He was a serial homewrecker and had been beaten in the street by an original spouse, which was why his face had undergone multiple plastic surgeries. Serena never expected that the true love she chased was so unbearable. She and Tyler started breaking up. The two were even photographed by paparazzi fighting in the street. When I heard this news, I instantly found it hilarious. Back then, it was true love every other sentence, refusing to separate even in death. Now that they had overcome all difficulties to be together, they regretted it. When the lead actors for my Realms of the Peach Blossom IP were confirmed and filming was about to start, Serena appeared at the shooting location. When she saw me, she was holding a large bouquet of roses. Julian, I was blind. Before, it was like I was in a dream. After waking up from the dream, I realized I can't live without you. Silence fell all around. Everyone was looking at her. Serena's skin was truly thick. With so many people watching, she could still say such things. I suddenly felt that eating less in the morning was actually a blessing. At least now I wouldn't vomit. Serena continued talking to herself. Can you give me a chance? Let's start over. We were engaged originally. I really couldn't help interrupting her. Serena, do you want to look at where you are and what you are doing? Aren't you worried Tyler Hayes will come looking for you? Tyler is a pariah now. Our family doesn't need trash like him. I shook my head, clicking my tongue in amazement. Serena, what a coincidence. Our family doesn't need garbage like you either. You are the real trash. You coveted freshness, so you found Tyler. You couldn't have been unaware of how much dirt he had in his past, but you chose to ignore it, allowing him to climb the ranks. Now that he's in trouble, you're the first to abandon him. As a human being, you lack the most basic qualities. As his girlfriend, you are completely unqualified. I look down on garbage like you. Stay away from me. Serena turned pale instantly. Being spoken to like this by me, she still feigned deep affection. Do I really have no hope at all? I laughed. Are you competitive? The entertainment industry has no shortage of beauties. Compared to them, you have zero chance of winning. What makes you think I would still want you? Serena froze, not expecting me to be so blunt. Julian, in your eyes, am I replaceable at any time? Anyone can be your fiancé. I shook my head. Of course not. Only someone with good character, who is good-looking and wealthy can stand by my side. Unfortunately, you don't touch any of those three. If it weren't for the friendship between the elders of our two families, did you think your Vance family was worthy of standing next to mine? My words made Serena completely break down. She didn't expect that in my eyes. She was worthless. She nodded then, turning to leave, her back looking extremely desolate. I shrugged. I was telling the truth. Don't take it too hard. Serena never looked for me again, and I was happy for the peace. Tyler broke completely with her. Rumor had it he tried to commit suicide to force a marriage, but how could Pamela allow that? She packed Serena up and sent her off to a wealthy businessman. As for Tyler, I heard he was sent to a mental hospital. But all this had nothing to do with me anymore. Realms of the Peach Blossom began filming. I was the supporting actor and producer. Harper teased me. Not playing the lead. Whenever I want, I can be the lead. But I like this supporting role. It's complex and contradictory enough. I want to challenge myself. Harper rubbed my head and didn't speak. One weekend of filming, Willow came. She gave a ton of guidance, and before leaving, warned me, Julian, I'm telling you, this is my life's blood. If you screw it up, I'll take back all the copyrights. She was scaring me again. I wasn't afraid at all, but I still hugged her, grinning. Don't worry, I'm an award-winning actor. Seeing us so familiar, everyone was instantly a bit surprised. Harper scoffed from the side. They are biological siblings. No need to be too surprised. Only then did everyone realize that Julian and V.Q. Sterling were brother and sister. No wonder he could get the novel rights. Even Liam looked shocked, then said solemnly, I feel like I hugged the right thigh. Please give me a role in every play after this, whether it's a supporting role or a servant. If I act well, this is my pension insurance. The crew laughed. Liam, usually unsmiling, was actually good at telling dry jokes. I waved my hand grandly. No problem. On the day Realms of the Peach Blossom aired, the fans of us main creators all jumped in, making it known across the internet. On the first day of broadcast, the data was delightful. Realms of the Peach Blossom became the breakout #1 in its time slot. I appeared as the male supporting character. I didn't have many scenes, but my acting was impeccable. Back at the Starlight Awards, I went on stage as the Best Supporting Actor. The encouragement from the Triple Crown Best Actor who presented the award to me, I dared not forget it. Standing on the stage again, thinking of everything from a year ago, the worst storms were already in my rearview mirror. Story complete.